Morning, morning, happy Wednesday, happy Boom Boom Day. How's everyone doing? Can everyone hear me on Discord and see me on YouTube? Hello, morning, morning, good morning. Yes, awesome, awesome. Today it's gonna be a little bit tricky, a little bit tricky. My main focus is gonna be ES and NQ for options people, SPY and QQQ. Morning, morning. Okay, let's go through the charts and see what we can find. I'm gonna start with SPY QQQ, and then I'm gonna go and show you guys 3 charts that I might trade today for options. Okay, let's start with SPY. Okay, so we have yesterday's low around 639. The main level that I'll be watching on SPY 639, 638.50. If act as resistance, most likely we keep going lower today and it's gonna be another red day. But after such a big move, I'm kind of looking for a bounce. Maybe a little dead cat bounce type of day. We'll see. It depends. But yeah, yesterday's low, 639, 638.50. And then if that level acts as support, we can expect a little bounce to, let's see, maybe 642, maybe 640. If rejects there, if SPY rejects there, I'm looking for a move towards 637. That will be Tuesday low. But SPY, it's been on a little downtrend the past 3 days. We'll see if we keep going lower. And we have a bunch of gaps below. I was looking at the charts yesterday, and we have like 3-4 gaps below on SPY and QQQ. Let's go for QQQ. Yesterday's low, very important level here. Very important level here. If act as support, we can play a little bounce there, or we can expect a little bounce there. The Q definitely weaker than SPY. The Q, it's been on a little downtrend the past 5 days. And we have a big gap around 558. Are we gonna fill that gap? Kind of difficult for today. I don't think so. That's a huge move, but maybe the coming days, maybe next week, if we keep on this little downtrend that the Q has, if can hold yesterday's low, that will be maybe a little level to play a little bounce. But if reject, we're just gonna go lower, and I can see it going toward 565.50. If not, 554. 554 is a very important level for the Q. So yesterday's low is a main level to watch on the Q. If we hold it as support, we can expect a little bounce. If reject, we can expect more downside. I'm gonna go with the 3 charts for possible options trade, but my main watches are the main indices. So I've been watching this AI gap for the past 4 days, and we finally got the pullback that I wanted to see, which is a hold around 17.30. We got it yesterday. So that's pretty much, if can hold here, that's a very good break, retest, and maybe boom boom to the upside to fill the gap. But this is a big but. We need the market to help us with this possible move to the upside to fill the gap. So if I see the market holding, and I see AI holding 17.30, maybe even 17, I'll be looking to play the upside continuation here. But if the market cannot hold, there's I wouldn't even look at this chart, to be honest, because most likely AI is gonna lose 17. The other one that I like, if the market hold or if we have a dead cat bounce type of day, it's CRM. CRM barely move with a huge downside move that we have yesterday. So CRM, it held 244 the entire day yesterday, very, very strongly, and that's previous day high, and that's also Friday's high. So that's a very strong indication that CRM is holding, it's way stronger than the rest of the market. Last week it broke the big downtrend it had. Now it's on an uptrend. So 244 is the level we want to see CRM keep holding. This is a big one to watch for me, but again, we need the market to hold. I'm gonna have no reason to play calls on anything if the market just keep going lower. But AI, CRM are two plays that I like if the market holds or if we have a little bounce day today. And the other one is gonna be IWM. IWM closed yesterday at a very important level, 226, 227. So if IWM cannot hold 226, we're gonna see most likely a lot more downside again if the market also keeps going lower. But if it holds 227, most likely, and the market holds also, most likely we're gonna see a bounce to yesterday high, which is around 229. So IWM, it could be a very good play to either side. If it rejects yesterday's low, most likely keep going lower. If it holds 227, I like it for a move to 229. And it has a gap above. It has a gap. Let's see if I can show you guys here. It has a gap from 229 to 231. So it's a $2 gaps. That I thought it was gonna go there yesterday or today, but we had the market dying. So again, we have no reason to play the upside if the entire market is gonna go down. And that's pretty much what I'm looking for today. Any charts you want me to look for? You're not comfortable with options? Just trade futures. Best level for Palantir long term. Again, if the market is going down, there's no reason for us to try to play the upside. If you want long term, just buy shares. GE. Always go with the market. If the market is going down, there's no reason to play calls. GE. First of all, this chart is a mess, so I don't know why you want to trade this. Yesterday's low, it looks like a very important level, 264. It was support yesterday, support here, support. So yeah, 264, but I would not touch this chart. Like, this chart is a mess. Go with the easiest one. Go with charts that look easy, that are easy to read, not something that is looking choppy. Let's see, Reddit, RDDT. Reddit, I think Reddit most likely is gonna do a Palantir, and I also think Hood should go a little bit lower. Saying this doesn't mean I'm gonna trade them. It just, I think they're super overhyped and they all need to go down to earth pretty much. Reddit, I'm not looking to trade Reddit, to be honest, but it's looking pretty weak. So it's already way under yesterday's low. So a bounce to yesterday's low and reaction, that will be your play. It's gapping down, so that means pretty weak. So you want to see a little bounce here and then a reaction of yesterday's low and play the downside continuation if you want to play Reddit. And also Reddit has two gaps below, so I would love to see Reddit going down to earth and fill those gaps. I have an alert on Reddit around 164 and I'm waiting for that. I think it could also go to 128, but that's gonna take a little bit of time. Hey, morning, A-Tech. Hood, let's see. Hood, yesterday's low. It's been holding that level for a bunch of days, like a entire week, and that level was a big resistance before. So yesterday's low is the level to watch. If hold it as support and the market it's holding today, we could definitely expect a little bounce there. If react yesterday's low, we can expect a lot more downside. I'm still waiting for Hood to go to 92. 92, maybe 90. Even lower, it can definitely go to 67. But we'll see. Again, that's gonna take a little bit of time. But yeah, but 92, it will be easy to go there if the market keeps going lower. ARM. Okay, let's see ARM. Uke. That was a big failed there. Definitely pretty weak. 136, 135 reaction, or even yesterday's low. That will be your entry to play the downside continuation if the market keeps going lower. But yeah, ARM looks, it was extremely choppy the past 2 weeks. And now it's looking pretty weak. Yeah, a little bounce to 136 or 135 or even yesterday's low. That will be a big signal to play the downside continuation. And I will say a big support is going to be around 126 on ARM. Yeah, Microsoft looks pretty bearish. Nvidia kind of looks like Hood is right at a very important level here on Nvidia. That was a big fail yesterday. Yesterday's low Nvidia, just like Hood. If we have the market holding, we could see a little bounce here. If fails to hold yesterday's low, most likely we see more downside. But yeah, yesterday's low is a big level for Nvidia. Meta, let's see. Extremely choppy. I honestly I don't like trading Meta. I don't know why it moves so weird. Like it doesn't move like a 700, 800 stock. Look at these candlesticks here. That was a mess. But it's a very strong support. So again, just like the other ones, if cannot hold, I will say, let's see, 748. You're gonna have a lot more downside and it has a big gap below. I'm not touching Meta because I hate trading Meta. But yeah, it looks like it looks pretty weak and it has a big gap below. Gaps act like magnets. So most of the time if I see a gap, I know that most likely it's gonna go there. I don't know when, but most likely it's gonna go there. So if you like trading this one, keep an eye on 747, even 745, because it had a wick here on the first at 745. I would prefer for Meta to break 745 and do a break and retest there and play the downside continuation there. But again, I don't like trading Meta. My top watches today, Spike, QQ, AI, CRM, and IWM. Shop, let's see. Yep, it's already inside the gap. So the play was to play this 145 reaction. That was the entry. It has a big gap there. 145 reaction. Even if it bounces here, if we have a little bounce here to 145 and reject, that's your entry. But it's already like it's gapping down. So you need a bounce to play shop. Amazon, let's see. Yeah, it's inside the gap already. Also has a gap below. The gap is not big enough, but yeah, it has a gap below 227. If rejects, it's way under 227. But if you have a little bounce here and rejects 227, 227.50, that will be your entry. So basically, you want to see this. You want to see a little bounce here, reaction, and boom. That's what you want to see to play this one. Carvana, let's see. Damn, but it's Carvana. I don't see the gap there. I don't see any gap on Carvana. Has a little gap here, but not really. But it's $20, more than $20 down pre-market. I don't understand how Carvana is a $300 stock, to be honest. It looks like is voice not working on Discord? What? Oh, okay, okay, okay. Okay, awesome. I want to look at Bitcoin because I had an alert yesterday. Oh yeah, that 112 level, that's a huge level for Bitcoin. I would love to see Bitcoin back to 100K. But if this is a break and retest at the 112th level. Let's see what coin is doing. Yuke. What a fake out here in the gap. I know coin took a bunch of you guys because you did not wait for a clear hold inside the gap. I saw you guys playing coin here, hoping for the gap fill. Apple, if it rejects 230, 231, could give you more downside, but Apple, it's been very tricky. So I like more Nvidia and Hood for possible rejection of yesterday's low. UNH, let's see, UNH. I don't trade health. It has a big gap below. I don't know. I don't trade health. If you like UNH as a company, just buy shares. I'm honestly waiting for UNH to go to 200. Um, I don't know if it's gonna go there, but if it goes there, that's the play that I'm looking at. It has too many, it has already two gaps, one below, one above, both kind of big. So I don't trade anything. Like I don't trade calls if the stock, if the chart has a gap below, and I don't play puts if the stock has a big gap above. So it has both gaps, so I'm not touching that one. Check Meta. We already went through Meta, Amazon. Yeah, I know Buffett is buying the dip, but that doesn't mean much for me. Buffett sold a bunch of Apple, so I like more investing in tech. And the Luigi case is gonna come soon, so that's gonna be a mess also. Micro strategy, let's see. Yuke. That was a beautiful head and shoulder played out on micro. It's too late. Like the trade was to play the rejection here at the neck of the head and shoulder. Um, you have right shoulder, the head, left shoulder, and the neck was 358. You have the rejection yesterday. That was a play. That was the play here. Beautiful, beautiful head and shoulder. It's too late for that. At what price point would I start buying Palantir share? I'm buying all the time, so it doesn't matter. It's a long-term hold, guys, for the next 5, 10 years. It doesn't matter. Just buy whatever you can. Well, that's what I do. No, this is not financial advice. Buenos días. Yeah, MicroStrategy. Um, Google. Let's see Google. What's doing? Google, it's been holding 201 very strongly. So something that we need to keep in mind is the stocks that are holding stronger than the market are the ones that are gonna bounce hard, or they're gonna bounce first when if the market turns around. You need to see what stocks are the weakest right now. So if the market keeps going lower, you play those ones, and the ones that are holding the strongest ones, if the market bounces, you wanna play those ones. So Google, CRM, what else? Apple also kind of held very strongly here. So we'll see. Okay, the market is open. Good luck, everyone. Good luck. Ding, ding, ding. Kind of late. Keep in mind the Q is on a bigger downtrend than SPY, so it's weaker than SPY. Beautiful pre-market high rejection on ES. I'm gonna be trading with 20 Apex accounts with futures, so you guys will gonna see me doing that and can get used to it, to the futures challenge that I'm gonna do next week. If you guys are new with to futures but you wanted to try it out, come do the challenge with me. $422, one level that I'm looking here on ES. So far we're looking pretty weak. 340, big level for NQ. When's the challenge? Next week. We start next week. Okay, clean rejection of yesterday's low on the Q. I'm sorry, 565, 564, big level for the Q. If the Q goes there, I'm gonna look for a quick bounce play if holds. And I'm gonna take that with futures. IWM short. I don't know. It's holding very good so far. The market's going lower. IWM is going a little bit higher. Do we have any data today at 9:45 or 10 or 10:30? Yes, trying to hold 422. We'll see. Oil reports. Okay, thank you. At what time do we have that? 10:30. Okay, awesome. Thank you. Circle longs. I'm not looking to play any longs if the market's going down. I want to play something that it move with the market. IWM is pretty strong compared to SPY and the Q. Nice 422 hold on ES. Beautiful 227 rejection on Amazon. Nvidia is looking pretty weak so far, rejecting yesterday's low. Same thing with Apple. Same thing with Microsoft. IWM holding 226 is holding yesterday's low. We already talked about Meta. I don't trade Meta, but yeah, it has a gap below. Too early, guys, to take any trades. Just calm down a little bit, be patient, and wait for the market to tell you where we're gonna go. So far, we're not doing much. At least it's too early for me. I like to wait at least 20 minutes to take a trade. The market definitely showing a lot of weakness. SPY is trying to hold yesterday's low, which is a key level to watch today. Q, yesterday's low rejection is no bueno. Yeah, Apple pretty weak. Yeah, still fighting this 422 level. Okay. Okay, IWN rejecting morning high. Yeah, ugly reaction there on Palantir. Ugly reaction also on IWM. If loses yesterday's low, it's done so. Microsoft holding very good. In fact, it looks like it wants to bounce here. It's fighting yesterday's low. Amazon dead. Beautiful, beautiful 227 rejection on Amazon. It's going for the gap. That was the level that we wanted to see reacting yesterday's low. Okay, so the market's definitely bearish today too. Now we know what's the trend for the day. IWM, beautiful reaction also. I want to see ES going to 410 and see how it's going to react there. $340 key support level for NQ. We're still looking pretty weak. Perfect 340 bounce here on NQ. That was nice. IWM is still fighting yesterday's low. Palantir, ugly 30-minute candle, but it's trying to hold definitely stronger than the market. Okay, we have the breakout 340. Let's see. Yuck. Yuck. Ugly. Yeah, watching the Q 565 or 564. But we're still looking very weak. $225 is the gap on Amazon. Nvidia, yeah, nice Nvidia. Yesterday's low reaction. This is a big move. The Q extremely weak. Okay, what's going on? I had a TSM alert. Oh yeah, TSM 236. Filled the gap yesterday. 236, big, 226, I'm sorry, 226. Big level for the TSM. Gaps everywhere. Amazon filled the gap. Man, the Q is dead. Okay, ES 410. That's the level that I wanted to see holding. Let's see. We're still looking very weak. Nice bounce there. I missed my entry. Let's see. I'm gonna try it out here. I want to see ES holding 410. It's fighting there. Okay, I'm out. I don't like this. It's still looking pretty weak. Whoa. Whoa. Okay, so the next level for ES is gonna be 392, 387. It is a big move for the market. And I like it. I wanted to see the market going lower, to be honest. Because we've been too high, too fast for too long, for my taste. We needed pullbacks. CRM is still holding. I like this pullback here on the market. Also, it's very good for us to buy shares. We needed this. I want to see the Q going to 100, 23, 100. And ES 392, 388. Anyone took that IWN 226 reaction? You did? That's awesome. Beautiful. Nice, nice. Q was perfect today, reacting yesterday's low. I think that was a play. You guys took IWN puts? Nice. Yeah, not one single bounce. Nvidia 171, big level for Nvidia. Nvidia also was nice today off yesterday's low. Beautiful. Nice. Whoa, what happened there? What was that candle? El Diablo? That's funny. Damn, what a candle. What a 5-minute candle. That's crazy. Okay, 89, 389, big level for ES. If cannot hold that, the next one's gonna be 371. Oh, okay, it's Trump. Okay. $635 on SPY. 635, yeah, 635.50. Let's watch out this level on SPY. Nvidia trying to hold 171. Sometimes you catch it, sometimes you don't. It's part of the game. The game is more mental than anything else. Look at this 30-minute candle. It's crazy. $388, important level here for ES. Are we gonna hold here and have a little bounce? Beautiful, Adolfo. Congrats. If you make money on this downtrend, you're done. Don't try to do anything else, you're done. If you did not make any trade today, don't feel FOMO. This is normal. Most of the time when we jump right away after the market open, most of the time you get burned. No, if you pass the Apex account in one day, you're done. You just wait for them to send you an email to pay for the PA and start trading the PA the next day, the funded account. Am I still watching AI? What was the first thing that I said about AI, CRM? What was the first thing that I said? The first thing that I said was I'm only looking to play this upside if the market's going up. There's no reason for me to watch anything that I had a plan to play calls. Why do you want to play calls on a market that is dying? You're gonna try to catch the bottom, and that is not gonna work. Besides that, AI lost its support. So what would be the reason for me to play AI? Okay, I like this 388 hold here on ES. Let's see if we can have a dead cat bounce to a important level and then we can play a reaction. Oh, you were thinking about long term? If it is long term, it doesn't matter. You buy whenever it dips. SPY filler, it's a 12 gap. I don't see any gap here. Oh yeah, I see it. It's a very small gap. I take the trades live on YouTube. If I see, like the thing is, like right now the market is on, it's a scalper's market. So how it's very difficult to post a scalp. The minute that I'm typing, I'm already out. That's why I post what levels I'm watching, and I post my game plan before taking any trades, and that's why I also say out loud what levels I'm looking at. Yeah, Kaji is killing it. He's on my mentoring program and he's killing it. Yeah, CRM, it's holding very good. It's not going down like the market, but still, I'm not looking to play any upside if the market is bearish. Okay, let's watch how the IWM is gonna react here to the VWAP. What about the small account challenge? The small account challenge, it's there. If I see a good setup, I'll take it and I'll post it. Guys, there's no A plus setup every single day. Like, there's no need to force anything. You do not need to trade every single day. It's about making money. It's not about gambling. We need to be able to be patient in managing our risk. You force the trade, most likely you're gonna go red. Yeah, you can go to a casino for that. We're still very weak here. But we have Nvidia rejecting 171. How to create many accounts on Apex? You just buy them. So, okay. Let's see if NQ is gonna hold the 100 level or 88 level. The next big level for ES is around 372. Yeah, I'm looking for the 100s on NQ. Yes. Amazon is dead. Dead, dead. IWM, beautiful, beautiful VWAP reaction. Is the Q going for the gap at 558? 559? Whoa. Okay. I'm watching the 100s on NQ. I should be short. You should never tell a trader what they should do. You do what you do. Again, I don't need to trade every single day. If I miss a trade, whatever. I can keep trading tomorrow and Friday and Monday and Tuesday and Wednesday. You know, the best traders, they trade like once a week, even less sometimes. Yes, still looking pretty weak. I wanted to see it go a little bit lower to 370. IWM, nice rejection of the viewer, but it's fighting this downtrend too much. Guys, it doesn't matter if you miss a short opportunity, that doesn't matter. What matters is when you go for trades, those are good trades that pay you money. Doesn't matter if you lose money, if you miss a trade. Like nothing is gonna happen if you miss a trade. If you miss the trade, are you gonna die? Is your day gonna change? Is your day gonna be any difference? No. Well, that's completely different. One thing is missing a trade, other thing is forcing a trade to the other side. You miss the boom boom? Okay, I like this 100 hold on NQ. Yeah, the weekly looks ugly. The Q has a very clean downtrend move, very, very strong bearish move the last 2 days. But again, I think we needed this. Can the NQ hold 100? So far it's trying. Amazon is extremely weak today. Microsoft kinda holding. Apple kinda looks like a bear flag. If it bounces and rejects the VWAP, it's gonna keep going lower. Nvidia kinda looks like a bear flag also. SPY has a gap at 633.50. Okay, 370 here on ES. Are we gonna hold here or we're gonna keep going lower? This is the beginning of the gap on SPY. And the gap on the Q, it's around 559. Yeah, how much are we down today, percentage wise? Yeah, that makes sense. I'm very picky with my trades. Is Palantir going to recover from this move? I don't know. It's just a red day. Like, the world is not ending. I like this hold here. It's 370 on ES, 100 on NQ. Can we have a dead cat bounce here? We're very far from the VWAP. Okay, I like that. I like that hold. Okay, I'm gonna try it out. My stop loss is gonna be this 5-minute candle low. Yeah, I want to see a bounce to 168 on NQ. And ES 388. Yep, I like that. Yep. I think as long as NQ holds the 100, we can expect a bounce here, and 370 for ES. Yeah, I want to see a bounce on NQ to this little resistance level here, 175. Come on, give me 175. And I'm looking for ES 389 or 388. Yep, I like that. If I see a pullback to 125 on NQ, I might add a little bit more. Yes, starting to look a little bit weak. Come on, NQ. Give me the boom boom. Okay. I'm watching the 100 level on NQ. And 370 on ES. Okay, if it cannot hold 100 on NQ, I'm out. Okay, I like that hold. Let's see. Okay, well. Okay. I'm out and done. 2 red trades, and that's it. Ah, what a fake out. Yeah, I'm paper trading, yes. Yeah, I like this NQ if you can hold the 100 level and yes, the 70 if you can hold there. If you think I'm paper trading, why are you here? Okay, no 370 hold on ES. It's fighting there. We're still holding the 100. I still like it. But I'm not gonna try any more trades. I don't like trading. Like if I had 2 red days, most of the time I'm just done with my day. That's how you don't blow up your accounts. Palantir could go lower. Yeah, maybe, but going short here is a little bit risky. It's better to just wait for a bigger bounce, maybe to the VWAP, and then play rejections there. Can we keep going lower? Yes, but we had a huge move to the downside. It's better to wait for a bounce and then play rejections. Broadcom? I haven't watched Broadcom in a few. Let's see. Yeah, it's having a nice VWAP reaction, yes, but it's too close to support. So that'd be risky. SPY really trying to hold this 634 level. Oh, thank you. Yes, I'm gonna have red days. That's normal. No one like listen to this. No trader has every single day green. Like that's a lie. And I'm human. I'm gonna make mistakes. And I've been doing this for too long. Like a red day is nothing. I've been doing this for like 9 years now. So red days are part of the journey. The key is having more green days than red. I still think we can have a little bounce here, seeing how we're consolidating at a very strong support. But who knows? I would like to see SPY and the Q bounce to the VWAP and then reject there. Uh, was it difficult for you getting multiple accounts on Apex? No, you just buy them. You just buy how many accounts as you want. And I passed them most of the time in one day. But I've been trading Apex for 2 years now. So I've been trading props for 2 years now. So if you're new, my recommendation will be just be patient and treat it like a real account and then just go for A plus setups. And how much of a buffer do you like to hold on your prop accounts? It depends of the size of the account. It depends how the market is moving. It depends how confident I feel on my read of the markets. So, but I don't think that matters for you. I think trading It's very individual. So like some people have, like we all have different trading styles. Some people like to go all in, other people just like to have like small base hits type of day. So it depends of you how you like to trade. But the challenge is gonna be um so the idea for the futures challenge is people that are new and want to try it out, they're gonna see how we're gonna slowly but surely grow the accounts with base hits. Um, so the idea, I'm gonna do the challenge with 20 accounts. Because I'm not gonna look for a big move. I'm just gonna look to take a little bit of the pie, pretty much. So, if you're trading with 20 accounts and you only made um $200, let's say, that's 4K per day. How long do you get to pass the accounts? It's up to you. You can pass them in one day, you can pass them in a month. My goal is to show how much you can make with copy trading a bunch of accounts and not looking for big move, just little bounces or rejections here and there. So my goal is to show you guys how consistency and a small uh, base hit type of trade, you can everything adds up if you're using 20 accounts. It's an easy way to make 100K a year, easy. Do we have to use 20 accounts? Well, the challenge is with 20 accounts. If you don't want to, obviously you don't have to, but it's definitely going to be more difficult to get to the 10K goal. You have the you guys have the info, the entire info for the challenge here on my Discord on the futures challenge section. You have what I'm looking to do there, where I'm gonna do it. You have the step-by-step process to buy the accounts. And I also posted a little tutorial about futures if you're new with futures. Just follow the steps and you'll be good. No, it's copy trading the 20 accounts. That's the idea. Whatever you make or lose is multiplied by 20. Start next week. So if you're good, if you're new with futures, get at least one account and start clicking and using Tradeovate so you get used to it for when we start the challenge, which is gonna be next week. Spite's kinda inside the gap. The Q still has a little bit more down to go to be inside the gap. I don't know what's the problem with selling a mentoring program or a course. Like, you don't you want to learn? It's like anything else. If you want to learn how to play tennis, you need a coach. It's exactly the same thing. And why not charge for it? Like, why is the problem with people that know how to trade selling their knowledge? I mean, you pay for your professors. Do I lose money when I make a loss on prop firms? So I lost a little bit over 2500 on each account, but I did not lose the account. So that means in reality, you only lose money when you blow out your account, aka you lose your account. So I paid I'm gonna tell you exactly how much I pay and exactly how much I'm losing. So I pay 38 for the eval plus 150. Well, no, I pay 105 for funded. So that means each one of these accounts cost me $143, right? And I lost today 2500 on each one. But I'm not losing any money because I did not blow up the accounts. So the only way I lose money is if I blow up the account, and I will be losing $143 per account. So when you use props, these ones are 50K accounts, right? So you're paying $145, 43, let's just say $145 for using 2500 at the beginning. Because when you buy the account, if you lose 2500, you lose the account, right? But these accounts, I did not lose them because I have made more profits than the buffer, which is 3K, around 3K. So basically, what I lost here is a little bit of buffer and a little bit of time because I make that money in the past. So I lost my time pretty much, but I did not lose $143 or $2,500. Yeah, exactly. Like I've teached in the past before for free or very cheap, and guess what? Those were the worst students ever. They were always late, or I was the one like DMing them to be on time for the classes. Most of the time, they they weren't even like going to the classes, so I was wasting my time. So if you are good at something, if you're just charge for your knowledge. Yeah, exactly. People, if they don't pay good money, they don't value your time. Okay, SPA's going for the gap till the gap is still 632.50 around there. It's inside the gap. Let's see if it's gonna fill it. Well, the thing is like I know At the beginning, I was like, well, I don't care if they show up or not. The thing is like if they don't show up to the classes, then they're gonna start asking for more days on other days, and they're start complaining. Um, yeah. So I prefer to just send them at least one message so I can say, okay, I told you to come, but you were not here, so that's your problem, not mine. And that's how you know when somebody really want to succeed. Just send me a DM. Where is the gap level? Turn off the data, pre-market data, and you'll see the gap where we are right now. Wait, I'll send you a screenshot. Yeah, we're going for the gap. It definitely looks like we're going for the gap. You're welcome, Habibi. Hood looks like a bear flag rejecting the VWAP. Here is the gap, guys. Just turn off your pre-market data and you'll see the gaps. This is the first gap that SPY has, and it has a lot more way below. Like, I wanted to see these gaps getting filled. That's the thing with gaps. Like, gaps, most of the time, I will say 95% of the times get filled. We just don't know when. And the gap on the queue, it's here. Pretty much what it is right now, what it is basing right now, till, let's see. Yeah, it's from 559 till 555.50. there. Yeah, if the Q loses 559, it's gonna go for the gap. IWM also have a gap. Let's see. It has a big gap above, and it have a very small gap below, so I wouldn't play that gap. But if it goes to 220, that's an important level to watch on IWM, and I would definitely be watching that for either a bounce or break of that level. How to overcome cutting your trades early. I have a video for on my free video course where I explain how to not get early from either a short or a long play. Guys, the challenge, the futures challenge is on my Discord. And it's free. You have the info there. This is the first time that I see SPY going for the gap before the Q. Most of the time is the Q going for the gap, filling the entire gap, and then SPY kinda going for the gap, but not really. Now it's the other way around. Now, honestly, I'm not expecting much here. I'm expecting a little bit of consolidation because we had a huge move in the morning. So yeah, I think now we're gonna have a little bit of consolidation, like a little rejection and bouncing here and there, but not much. I posted the gap on the queue above. It's here. Yeah, the DMAs doesn't matter, to be honest, to me, or SMAs. What matters is trend and price action. Like Desi, he traded a lot of contracts. Zena, first, don't compare yourself to other traders because most of the time we have different style, different account size. You can have more or less experience trading, so don't compare yourself to anyone else. Also, it's not easy to scalp with a lot of contracts. You need a big account to do that. Now with Apex, you can pass your account in 1 day. You don't need to trade 7 days. Can you share how to grow your account at the beginning of your trading journey? I'm doing it with the small account challenge. You just need to be very patient and very picky. Like small accounts are not easy. In fact, they're very, very difficult to grow. So don't think that if you're starting trading, you're gonna grow a small account because the beginning of your trading journey, you're gonna lose money all the time. Yeah, exactly. If you're trading with a lot of contracts, um, you're gonna be even more emotional on your trades. And that's Desi's style. So he likes to go in with a lot of contracts and get out pretty fast, just basically taking 5%, 10% of the of gains and get out. But and he's really good doing that, but doesn't mean you need to do that. Like I said before, we all have different trading styles. Um, and that's fine. That's okay. You have traders that make a lot of money doing that, and you have traders that only trades like they buy a few contracts and they hold for months and they make a lot of money doing that also. I had a completely different style of trading. I don't like scalping options. I don't like going with a bunch of contracts to get a small percentage return, and that's good too. Like I don't need to trade like anyone else. And I don't like trading like that because I do feel like it played with my emotions. I trade completely different. I like going with not as many contracts, but going for big returns. So I go for a smaller size, but bigger return on that. But also depends on the markets. Like, I don't think I can do that right now with how the market is moving. Like I said before, I think right now it's a market for scalping. Yeah, the problem is that people want to do everything. Yes, that's also truth. And it's not about who's better, it's just about, again, finding your own style. Nice hold on the Q at 559. I want to see the Q and SPY bouncing to the VWAP here. Maybe get a reaction there. Hood flying? Let's see. Uh, I wouldn't say flying. Well, it depends. If you're looking at the 1 minute time frame, you see it like it's flying. But definitely has a nice bounce. And it's holding above the VWAP, which is good. Yeah, circle is holding the gap. Okay. Yeah, I like this hold here on the markets. Yes, look at the daily. The daily is definitely trying to hold a very important level for ES and NQ. Yeah, like the 100 level on NQ and 370 level on ES. Yeah, like I said before, I want to see the Q and SPY bouncing and going to the VWAP, and we'll see if it's gonna reject there or it's gonna hold it as support. I think that will be a good next trade. Whoa, that's a nice move. Yes, beautiful 559 hold on the Q. Beautiful. 30-minute holding. We'll see. This 30-minute candle needs to close strong so we can have a change of direction here for a possible bounce to the VWAP. That's why it's so difficult to short at this low, because like I said before, we've been down so much that you need relief bounces. We need that. You can't just short at the lowest of the day. You need a bounce and then see if it has weakness at either at the VWAP or the next resistance. Which for SPY, it's right aligning with the VWAP at the moment. And this going under the 370 for ES and NQ going under the 100, it was an ugly fake out. We can see it on the daily time frame. Could 106 possible rejection? It could, but why do you want to trade the downside on a stock that is looking way stronger than the market? Like, again, if you want to play to the downside, you want to go with the weakest one. If you want to play the upside, you want to go with the strongest ones, not the other way around. Oh yeah, Nvidia, the VWAP in 171. That's an important level for Nvidia. Well, I'm done trading for today. I had two red trades and I'm done. I'm not looking to trade anything else. So I'm red with futures. I haven't taken any options. But I'm not the type of person that scalps options. So I don't see anything that I love for options. I'm done for today. Watch out the VWAP on SPY and the Q. If it hold it as support, most likely you have a bigger bounce. If reject, most likely we're just gonna keep going lower. But I'm not gonna take anything else, so I'm happy with my day. Well, not too happy, but I'm good. I know days like today are a little bit tricky because you had it was like you either enter it at the beginning of the day, like when the market opened, or pretty much you don't take anything. Yeah, it was a short that opened. Yeah. And that is not how I trade. I don't like trading right at open. Well, that's it for me. So I'll see you guys tomorrow too. I've been trading with the futures guys on Monday, Tuesday, and I'm gonna trade with them also tomorrow. I'm live on YouTube, and you can also hear me on the voice channel, the futures voice channel, if you guys want to trade futures with us. Yeah, remember to like the video. Remember to like the video. Yeah, no boom boom today. But we had I've been having an amazing month. Last month it was even better. This month so far, it's been tricky, but it's still very green. So yeah, I'm done. Watch out for the VWAP on SPY and the Q. I'll see you guys mañana. Thank you. Bye.